Alright guys, so I installed my second SUNCOMM 08 Ultra 5G SDX75 modem in this motorhome that you are seeing here. I'm going to show you my setup, but there is something interesting about this one. So the TV with, I can't say it out loud, but ALEXA seemed to have a problem with streaming videos. Although it did work, it was extremely slow, and I was getting speeds of about, I think I was at like 560 down, and I'll show you a screenshot of that as well. But it would just take forever. It was like I had dial-up. So I found the fix. It was kind of interesting, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that fix in this video as well. So this will be for T-Mobile. I don't know about the other carriers, but you could try it if you're having the same issue. There she is, the second 08 Ultra. Let's see if I can, there you go. I got it mounted up on the wall. There is one random Ethernet cable coming out. I wired it down. I actually cut this. All right. Now I'll tell you the reason is I've got it hardwired, and this is actually being powered directly from the 12-volt batteries in this motorhome. The reason for that is if you are not connected to shore power, or in my case, the solar system is down or off, or the lithium batteries that I actually have, that's just some of them that are down there. But if they're disconnected, then it will still, there'll still be internet here. And then there's just a little Raspberry Pi, a little project I've been working on, but there it is. It's installed. It is working. But that problem I mentioned earlier, I'm going to show you how I fixed it so that the Firestick and the Fire TV Cube, because I actually have both of them, how I got it to work. Alright guys, so we are in the SUNCOMM 08 Ultra, the configuration webpage, and I want to show you something. So I showed you the video of the new install that I did in a motorhome, how I mounted it in the wall in that cabinet. I did notice an issue with, say, things like Amazon Fire Sticks. In particular, I tried two, the Fire TV Cube and the Fire Stick. Had a problem where the streaming was just really slow, and sometimes Alexa didn't even connect to the server. I'm not sure what was going on, but the speeds and everything was working great. So I just want to show you real quick my setup configuration that I use. This is for T-Mobile. This is a tablet line. So in the first 5G section here, this IP type was the biggest thing that fixed the problem. T-Mobile usually uses IPv6, but switch it to IPv4. Trust me, everything will be fine. It'll work the same way it was. Turn on this option 464XLAT. And then I use the manual DNS just to be sure of everything. Basically, instead of using T-Mobile's DNS server, 1.1.1.1 and 1.0.0.1, this is Cloudflare. Cloudflare is pretty reliable, and they are more on the private side than even Google is. If you wanted to use Google, though, Google's DNS is 8.8.8.8, and the secondary DNS is, I think it's 4.4.4.4 or 8.8.4.4. I can't remember exactly what it is, but you can't Google it. All these other settings are already set like that by default. APN option. This didn't really matter for me, but I did pick T-Mobile Fast. TTL, I turned this option on, and I set them both for 64. I've heard 65, I've heard 64. This time I figured I'd try 64. Seems to be working fine. And then that was it. That's the only settings that actually need to be changed for this to work correctly, at least on this particular modem. Of some kind of fluke, but I'm not going to show you the other tabs because it has my IMEI and things like that, but this is all you really need to do in the 5G tab. So this should fix your problem. If you do have any questions or you're stuck, you can go ahead and leave a comment down below. I do know that this modem definitely works with AT&T and T-Mobile. I can't confirm that. Verizon, I am still waiting for somebody to try it out. I do not have Verizon. Supposedly it does work, but there was a comment in a previous video that apparently they couldn't get it to work. Now, I know sometimes these things can be complicated, so I will try to get my hands on a Verizon SIM card, a tablet line, and see if I can get it working. And if so, I will post a video for you guys. Anybody who has used this on Verizon, if you do a huge favor, just post down in the comments just so that everybody else knows that this modem will actually work with Verizon. Although it should, from my understanding, it is capable and supports all the bands. There's no reason why it wouldn't. But I do feel that might be an extra setting that has to be changed. But anyways, hope that helped you out, guys. So you just watched that video, and if you do those steps exactly like I show you, it will definitely fix the problem. I will let you know again, keep in mind, this is a T-Mobile plan, as a tablet line, and it is a business plan. If that makes any difference, I highly doubt it. I have not tested this with any other carrier, but if you're having the same problem with your SUNCOMM 5G, this is most likely what the issue is. So let me know down below in the comments below if this worked, or if maybe you just like the setup. I mean, hey, comments are great. Let us know if you guys like this thing or not, or if you've been having a lot of issues with it. I haven't had any issues. This is my second one. I am actually planning on buying 2 more, at least right now. Unfortunately, this one did take a lot longer to get than the other one. This one, I think, was about 3.5 weeks, whereas the first one was like 2.5 weeks. But for the price, it's well worth it. You'll be paying somewhere around $350, maybe even a little less. Just depends on what the deal is at the time. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.